It's time now to go inside out with SNY NFL insider Connor Hughes. And Connor, we'll get to the championship games in a minute, but what's the most interesting offseason storyline for the Giants that you're following?
Brian Daboll and his relationship with his coaching staff. That's what stands out to me. I think when you think about all the good feels that the Giants had a couple of years ago during that playoff run and playoff victory over the Minnesota Vikings, everything was Brian Daboll. He was coach of the year. He had a future head coach at defensive coordinator Wink Martindale, a future head coach and offensive coordinator Mike Kafka. And now we're looking at a situation where Wink Martindale clearly didn't want to coach with Brian Daboll anymore. And I think Mike Kafka might feel the same way. So now we're headed into a year 3 for Brian Daboll that is pretty pivotal and important for him because he needs to change the way that he is working with his coaching staff, because he can't have this perception or belief or have this opinion of what people have of him right now as being difficult to work for. He needs to make an adjustment and a change, or I could see the Giants making a change at the end of next year.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a very pivotal year for Brian Daboll. Connor, what about for the Jets? What's the most interesting offseason storyline that you're following with them?
It's maybe not the sexy offseason storyline, but it's how exactly they're going to fix the offensive line. I mean, I look at this group, and that's clearly the number one problem with the Jets right now. That is what they need to adjust as soon as possible if they want to have a chance at competing for a Lombardi trophy this coming year. But I see it as a little bit easier said than done. Joe Douglas has been this team's general manager for 5 years. The offensive line, we're now heading into this offseason needing a left tackle, a right tackle, a legitimate backup at right guard, and potentially a replacement at left guard if the Jets choose to move on from Lake and Tomlinson. I find it very hard to believe the Jets are going to be able to plug all of those holes in one offseason, but they have to plug all of those holes in one offseason if they want to actually compete this coming year in the AFC.
Yeah, especially when you have Aaron Rodgers under center. Connor, to the championship games, we've got Chiefs, Ravens, 49ers, Lions. Who was under the most pressure on Championship Sunday?
I think it's Lamar Jackson. I still do. Now, he played absolutely lights out against the Houston Texans. But when you talk about Lamar, this is a guy, Chelsea, whose career is on a Hall of Fame trajectory. He is going to be a 2-time league MVP. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler, a 2-time first-team All-Pro. These are accolades that are reserved for people that have busts in Canton. But the one but that you have with Lamar is that he doesn't yet have that ring on his finger. He hasn't experienced next tier, consistent, continual success in the playoffs. That victory over the Texans, where he was absolutely lights out, that was a major step forward. But I still think you need to see it in that championship game. He needs to take a Ravens team that finished this year with a point differential of 204, best of any team in the NFL, the best team undoubtedly that Lamar Jackson has played on. He needs to get this team to a Super Bowl. And if he can do that, there will be no more criticisms. There will be no blemishes on his resume. He will be, again, a player that you will have no buts centered around anymore. He's considered to be one of the best in the NFL, and there will be no denying that at all, because he will not only have done it in the regular season, but on the biggest of stages in the playoffs.